everybody. So this video is about taking a look back at my past when I had an alcohol addiction, when I was drinking a lot. So I'm gonna be sharing a couple of pictures and share with you what was going on when that was happening, because I feel I need to. I was looking at a couple of them and I was like, oh my god, I did that? That was me? I was like that before? Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Woo. Woo. Our past, sometimes. And it's okay, you know, it's all part of it. I was in my late 20s and my 30s as well, early 30s. And yes, I was drinking a lot, going out with friends. Going out drinking bottles by myself, like a bottle of wine to myself or two, or sometimes mixing up a rum with Coke, Coca-Cola, not Coke, but I mean Coca-Cola, that's what I mean. Coca-Cola, and drinking that to numb pain from past traumas that I had with daddy issues. And it's funny, my dad was an alcoholic. My dad was an alcoholic, and yeah, I kind of followed into his footstep in a way. Not like him, like totally, but in a way, there was a moment of my life that it was alcohol, getting drunk just to numb the pain, feeling like crap the next day, feeling like, oh man, like, why did I drink too much? Or just feeling like, ugh, you know, hangovers, you know, having the stupidest thing happening, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna share that with you, and yeah, let's dive into it right now. Let's start with the first one. Let's go. Oh boy, dressed in red. And red, what, it wasn't even my color back then. It wasn't. My color was purple, but again, I was still trying to figure out who I was back then. I believe I was 28 there. Did I mention that I rebelled late? I did. I rebelled really late. I didn't rebel in my teens. I rebelled when I was in my 20s. Mid-20s, and then it continued until my early 30s. Yeah. Because in my teens, I was this kid this religious kid, very like following the rules in a way, but didn't have a voice and was suicidal. Didn't feel great at all in my mind. I was depressed most of the time, having a food addiction. I didn't know where I fit in this world. I didn't feel like I belonged in this world. I felt like an alien. I felt misunderstood. I felt cursed. And I was constantly seeing a lot of stuff happening in front of me, like dark stuff, being exposed to voodoo rituals and stuff like that, because I thought I was possessed. And yeah, I didn't have the voice to defend myself. And my dad was an alcoholic too. My mom had just divorced him too. Well, my mom divorced him when I was 16, so yeah. So this picture was when I moved out of my mom. When I moved away, far away from her, like 3 hours away, because I was working for this insurance company, and that insurance company was back in my hometown in Montreal. So I moved back to my hometown because at age 16 I had moved with my mom to Ottawa, and then we moved to Gatineau to stay at my stepdad's. So this was me going back to my roots, well, my hometown. And we all know that Montreal is the party city, so yeah, it's like the Sin City for me. Yep, it was a way for me to be like, woohoo, let's have some fun, like crazy fun. I was already having a bit of fun in Ottawa, but it wasn't as crazy as Montreal. So yeah, being with friends and trying to fit in and dressing up for the occasion, going clubbing. Yeah, trying to show that I'm all like, ooh, sexy, you know. I had no idea how to be sexy, and I'm just like, you know, like taking a position to look like slimmer or more sexy and attractive. So that was like the pre-drinking stage right now, before heading to the club. So yeah, that was that picture. course, yeah, makeup and all this, yeah. That's right. All right, and then next picture, I made it to the club, woohoo! And as you can see, I was pretty overweight there. This is my 220 something pounds. I've been in that category for years. My God, my boobs were so much bigger back then. Woo! Probably all of this hormones. Well, the thing that I was eating a lot of processed food and a lot of meat too. And I was consuming dairy too back then. And I think I was also on those birth controls, and it just didn't help my body. And I drank a lot, so gosh, it was so like, I don't know, like, okay, now after my 100-day juice fast, it's like, well, doing that detox, that first juice fast and that second juice fast, my body kind of readjust itself, and going to the gym and everything, and being in on that new lifestyle, it kind of helped my body just to reshape itself. And even though I gained that extra 20 pounds during the holidays, all that loose skin I had after my juice fast, it kind of placed itself back on a bit normal, you know. So yeah, I lost 58 pounds. I went from 221 or 225 to 164 pounds. Gained 20 pounds in the holidays. 180 right now. It's okay. I'm like, I still feel weird in my body in a way, but I'm still gonna keep working out, doing my stuff, and losing weight the normal way, you would say. Yeah, keep moving my body, and yeah, and I love this lifestyle, so it's helping me. But yeah, that was like the picture of entering the club, wherever that club was. Me posing because I was already like feeling tipsy. We were pre-drinking, you know, lots of wine. So I'm feeling comfortable, because normally I would never done that because I was too shy, too timid. Nope, I would have never done that. But yeah, that was just me like, yeah, posing, because yeah, I was feeling like, woohoo, I can do this. You know, I didn't really know who I was, yeah. Low self-esteem, hated myself. The friends that I was with that night, they were all pretty skinny, and yeah. Drinking a lot too. Oh, and this one, I'm sitting down. I think the alcohol was really starting to hit me, and oh Lord. Yeah, it was already starting to hit me, and I was smiling a lot, giggling. Yeah. Oh boy, and in this one, I'm holding a bottle. I think it was Smirnoff. That was so much sugar in there. Man, the hangover I had the next day was bad. But I remember I think drinking a lot of those, and also because I had pre-drinked, I was actually dancing on a table at that club. Yeah, I was dancing on the table, knocking out all the glass that were there, like the glass of wine. I was just knocking everything out. Everybody was drunk. Everybody was grinding each other. Everybody was doing the most messed up things. But yeah, I was far gone in that picture. You can see I've freaking spilled alcohol all over my dress. My boobs are popping out, and my dress is like, I don't even care what I look like anymore. I'm just like, woohoo, I'm gone. I'm just smiling, and there's this guy behind me like, yeah, whatever. So yeah, those are the few pictures of me during that night. Yeah, those are a couple of pictures of me when I was really into clubbing and lots of heavy drinking, and going back home and feeling like crap after that. After going to those clubs, we would eat at a restaurant that was open until like 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, that was Montreal, right? So you were tempted to eat a lot of greasy food. So lots of poutine, fries. Yeah, poutine is fries with gravy and chunks of cheese on it. Yep. Fried chicken. That was it after the club. Going to McDonald's too. Getting home and throwing up. And sometimes my mom would be there and be like, what the fuck? You know? Yeah, because my mom would come and see me, and she would spend a whole month with me because she didn't accept that I was living by myself. You know, the culture. So, Yeah, I remember that night. I think she was pissed at me. She was there. She was there, and she didn't go to sleep. She didn't go to sleep at all. She did not go to sleep, and she was home waiting for me with, well, it was my home, my place, but, you know, it's my mom, so it's kind of her home too. So, she came from Gatineau, because this is where she was, Gatineau, Ottawa sector, and yeah, she had her hand like this on her hip, and she was like, look at you, you know, look at you. And I was like, oh no, it's all good, you know. And I remember throwing up, and the next day was feeling hungover, feeling like I wanted to die, but I ended up doing that again and again. Yeah, that was one of the crazy nights. Oof. And that picture, yeah, I think I was just I just didn't care anymore. I just didn't care what I looked like. I didn't care at all. That girl next to me, she was drunk as hell too, and yeah. Wow. So yeah. Our past sometimes, is just to numb the pain. And I wanted to share those pictures just to show you a bit who I was back then. Yeah. I was also one of the most negative person too, growing up, especially like all the things that I've been through, daddy issues and stuff that I've seen. It's like I always thought that I was in hell, basically. But in around that age that you see me in this club, I was starting to step it up. I was already starting to go to spiritual classes. I started to get to know more about the spirituality and meditation, finding me, myself, but still, I was still haunted in my mind, still trying to understand my life. I think it was 28 then. I think something like that. Anyways, but wow. Those were the days where I just wanted to fit in and just have friends and party and experience, because I was so suppressed as a kid. I couldn't have a boyfriend, and it was wrong, because if you were to have a boyfriend or have sex before marriage, you would go to hell. That was basically the mentality, and it's like I was always told to be this proper kid, and in my mind I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to be this proper kid so that God loves me more, and so I'm not punished, so I don't go to hell. So, but it's really like in my mid-20s that I like opened up, and you know, after staying a long time living with my stepdad and my mom, especially my stepdad, he kind of opened up my mind a bit, you know, to just explore outside of my faith, you know, and I just like experience life, because I was so like, I can't do this because it's wrong, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. But here I am, and look what happened. I retaliated in my mid-20s. What the hell? Retaliated big time. But it had to happen, you know. Messed up my health. Oh my gosh, because the way my lifestyle was. Oof. But yeah, so yeah, that was part of my life. I will share more of those things soon. But if you can relate, oh my god, I would love to have a conversation with you. How was your alcohol journeys? Were you like somebody that drunk? Were you drinking to numb your pain? How did you handle it? Did you get through it, or you're still in it right now? I would definitely love to have a conversation to see how you're doing, because yeah, let's stick together, let's talk about it. It's the type of conversation we should have. And did you learn anything from that experience when you were drinking a lot? I had those types of addictions like I did. And how was did you have any trauma growing up? Did you have any daddy issues or mommy issues? Were you exposed to those cultish things? Let's have a conversation. But yeah, reach out to me. So yeah, this is Lucy the Phoenix Rising, and yeah, I wanted to share a part of my life like this. So yeah, I was an alcoholic a lot. Yeah. There's other addictions which I will share after, definitely. So yeah, so that's why I want to come in here. And I also have some free video guides that you can watch. I have the link down below. Video guides on how to connect with all sides of yourselves, basically, to kick depression and your anxiety self to the curve, like I have, by just changing my lifestyle and really getting more in touch with myself. So yeah, you're more than welcome to look at those free video guides. I can help you, yes. And if you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.